Far from the influences of Earth, mythical creatures have been hidden away remotely for eons of time. These hybrid creatures flee here from humans, and while some are merely abominations, others are found to possess living souls. The throne wars wage on for the very souls of the creatures discovered here, the brood, intent on enslaving them, forcing them to strip mine this small planet of its rare elements. Supernovae that the brood feed on are set to consume the sky and this little planet. Yet an unforeseen threat lurks, and something here is not as it seems, and those who come soon lose themselves. Suiel has just arrived, and she has discovered that a virus is eating up their memories. She urgently wants to warn Zack about this while she can still remember what it is. Yet Zack isn't listening to the lying lips of a brood warrior. You must choose your path. Save the creatures, or enslave them to mine this planet raw.
Not fish. Who can argue with a monocyte?
Surprise! Magic!
I don't think that's magic.
Theater!
Easy now, big guy.
Fresh Prince of Domination. Zack, I'm warning you. You need to listen to me.
Suiel!
I can't imagine you remember much else.
Suiel
I need to
tries
tell
to
you something
explain,
very
but
important
Zack
about
won't
this place.
listen.
There's a virus.
Nothing could change his mind about the brood. And so, the battle begins.
Now that feels warm and inviting.
You're mine, Suiel.
I am yours, Zack, baby.
Oh, give me a break already.
Missed me. Well, I can tell your aim has improved. You really want me gone? Close, but you know. You may defeat me, but Balaam will find you, and when he does, he'll banish your miserable face down to the pit. Balaam will expose you for the usurper you really are. Merely a grave. You got me.
Yondros Sayakombrin.
Oh, that's where you went when I shot you.
All right, VindaCator here from iPlayMore.com. Quick reminder, go to iPlayMore.com, sign up for our video game test of Thunder. And, I'm supposed to have numbers here. So we've got, getting close to about 1,000 people signed up for testing this game. I should have the exact numbers, sorry. I got to put that in front of me. But very busy day. We are showing more art and more development today than ever before. So it's been a mad rush to get this all ready. So anyways, I am the creator and producer for Thunder Throne Wars. And it takes place right here, a little place called the Milky Way Galaxy. And if you live at the sun on Earth, of course, and you travel down the Carina Arm, you end up at the stellar jewel box Nebula NGC 3603. NASA has a satellite image of that. Looks like this. We put our little planet Nebulous Prime there with its spiral rings around it. And if we zoom in on that, this is the areas that we're working on. So we've got people working on, of course, Intrepid is our push for our vertical slice. We got 2 more weeks to go, and then that's going to be completed. Hello, Henrique. And so we've got the... Okay, so let me just try to think if I can do this off the top of my head. So we have the Unicorn Pegasus from Excalibur. We have the Walking, Talking Trees from Bane. We have the Mole People in development from Bane. Forever's been assigned. The Laggers are all in development. Eternal, some castles. Fortress is not done yet. And Sun, both sides, castle and fortress, are in development. Bear Isle is in development. So everything on this half of Az is in development. It's pretty cool. And Mystery Island. Let's not forget that. That's a big mystery. Could be developed. And we have a metagame in our game, which means that winning and losing arenas matters. So when you're neutral, it's like Bear Isle here. And when the Brood are winning, it's red like this. So when the Kin are winning, it's like this. And there's no arenas at the Lagger. There's no arenas at Mystery. So those things will never be taken over. And just a little look at the idea for the sun. So we've got a big, giant blue sun and a smaller red giant sun. So it's a binary planet system. So I was trying to kind of mock that up with this. We've got a blue sun, a blue moon and a red moon. Boy, too many suns. And there we go. So this is what Scott did up for us, the Violet star system. And that's what I named it. I was thinking it's got two stars, and I said it's got 2 moons. So he's kind of laid this all out. Basically what happens is the planet goes around in a figure 8 around the suns, and the suns go around each other in a binary system. And you got 2 moons to light the sky. So that's basically, we just want to get that all worked out. And I just want to talk about the Unreal Fellowship. So a few of us have applied for that. And they are putting $10,000 into your pocket if you join them for this. So I just want to encourage everybody that's listening to this to go apply for the Unreal Fellowship. They are training you how to use Unreal. It's amazing. So that's a very important thing. And of course, there's the $100 million Epic Mega Grant. So David put up the information on this. I watched it all. I've got a ton of notes. So in 2 weeks, we'll be applying for this. And I've got a really good idea how that's going to go, how we're going to work that all out. And here's a list of all the publishers out there. We'll be going to Epic, talk to the executive producer. So John has shipped 39 games, and he has done negotiations with Epic on this exact same contract. So that's really exciting that he's already been there. So a few things he says that we need to watch out legally. And so we just want to make sure that we do that correctly. And of course, we've got an advisor working at NetEase Games. He wants to present a vertical slice as well to them. So we might have a little bidding competition. And then we have Thunder Rocks, which is our TV series in development. The writers are working on our TV pitch Bible. AMD is part of the Epic Grant, David says. Oh, David. David's on YouTube with his real name. Hello, David. So now I know who you are. I know who you are with your other name. Anyways, it's nice to see your real name. So anyways, so we are working on a 12-episode story arc, but actually it's all the first 5 seasons is a story arc to create the TV pitch Bible, and we're going to do 2 pilot scripts So, and this is really cool too, because it seems like all our executives are kind of checking in. So we've got an advisor that's already got a TV show on Amazon Prime, and he came and checked in this week to see how we're doing. Very impressed with the development the team's been doing, so that is very exciting. All right, a little bit of a character relationship chart set up by the writers, and we're working on redoing all these characters right now. And yeah, I always keep forgetting to talk about the music. So what you're looking at is the covers for all of the singles that you're hearing. So there's 47 songs mixed and mastered and recorded for this show. And as I mentioned last week, somebody said, hey, you know, I every week somebody comes into me and says, hey, do you want music done for the game? And they never have music that you can dance to. It's always, you know, kind of thematic type music. And I wanted to have a beat, and of course I'm a guitar player. I wanted to have driving guitar, so it's very unique music. But that's, yeah, these are all the songs that I got done before we got busy, because I can't do any of this stuff now. So let's talk about what's happening. So the mole people, so Leandra, she's got the king and queen done. I showed that last week, but I just want to show it for one more week here. And the mole princess, and the mole guards. And she got the mole castle done this week with the entrances. So now this does, her art style is a little bit more, I guess you'd say, what's that word? Anyways, on, you know, kind of the cartoony side of things. And we're doing photoreal, but once we get this into 3D, it will look fantastic. And, you know, it's fine. It's going to be underground. So just talking about the walking, talking trees by Steve. Now, I was frantically trying to find the list before I went live. I can't remember what tree's next because I'm doing these all out of order. But if you look here, he's done 12, he's done 10, he's done 8, he's done 4, and he's done 1. And I'll just show those. So here's 12. It's been done. And then Sophia did it in 3D, and this was actually in the game walking around, and then I went to a new voice guy, said, hey, do the voice for it. He did the voice, went back to animation, and it stopped working. So we got to figure that out, so that's not in today. But anyways, here's tree 1, tree 10, tree 8. So he's done all the images, but now these are the views, all ready to go for 3D. And tree 4 was the last one he got done, so he's just boogieing along. And it's been such an amazing week. It took me hours to get caught up today with everybody. Okay, let's talk about Ija. So he's got Payman done. Payman's Fortress and Sun, the Sun level. Aha. Aha's Castle and the Eternal. Azrael's Sun Castle. So I had him redo this image a couple times. Just to kind of get a little bit more of the feel that we're going for. And you see the 2 moons in the sky. So that's kind of what the game's going to look like. And then Tally, he got done this last week. And her castle in Bane. Now, the thing is, Bane was an underground level. I didn't assign it to anybody. And then I looked at some of the design I had, and it was characters that we just are nowhere near developing. So I said, you know what? Telly has nothing on this. She's a main character. There's nothing on this island. So on Azure, so we had this done. So she'll be taking this over. I think the story is going to be that she's going to start this and somebody will take it over. I don't know where that's way down the road. But anyways, this is what it looks like. Fantastic. Jonathan, so he's been working on our Wildcat. So there's a mother too, but she wasn't painted yet. So I kind of felt today maybe she should have been in here. But anyways, these are the kids. So this is Tigris, Caracal, and Anka, and then he's got another one. So these are cute little kittens. They're at the point where they're, you know, dangerous. The Lager Guru. The views have been done by Kieran, and this is out to Duck, and Duck is working on this. I don't have any images from that yet. Duck is also working. Let's just go back one sec. Duck is also working on. So Duck did Gap and Grawl, which is some characters that are in the pit. And that is at the rigger now. So that's going to be rigged, and then we'll texture stuff. I actually have a little bit of a show and tell on that coming up. So Quest. So this is the guy, the Lagger Prince. He will, sorry, not the Lagger Prince, Lagger Guru. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. He's going to be giving the quest. So you're going to get this quest book. You go do the quest, and then he's going to give you the pages for the quest. And so that's going to be the Excalibur Pit, which is the Pegasus Unicorn, the Forever Pit, which is our Wildcat, and the Intrepid level, which is the Pygmy Marmosets. And then he also did up the Lagger Prince, so we're just waiting for views for that. That has gone for Sophia, and we're just kind of in pause mode right now, and then we're going to get that done. So, I don't know, I guess Sophia, you should be working on trees, because we got a lot of them, a lot of views in between. So that's that. No, Lagger Castle. So this is the castle where the Lagger King, Queen, Princess, and Prince will be with the guards. Lagger Markets. And the Lagger Huts. So it's all going to be interchangeable. We can make a whole bunch of different versions just by mixing and matching roofs and floors and all that kind of stuff. The Dark Lagger Huts, there's going to be a fewer of those. And then the layout for the main huts, Lagger Huts. This is the designer arch. So Raphael has this done. This is just, there was a complication in texturing. I thought maybe we'd get this in the game this week, but it's not. Sheila did the concept art for this. We did, well, I'll get to that. So here's the Phoenix. So Raphael did this. Boyan did the concept for this. As far as I know, I might be not exactly right. I'm doing the best I can here, guys. This is looking awesome. So this, the reason this, so Boyan was saying, well, this, should be more of an abstract art piece, but we're also going to have this as a real character in the game and the quest. So this concept was done by Boyan and Marcel, and this is the Phoenix Fountain. So the fountain is just a rough-in. It's just very early stage. He really focused, Raphael focused on the bird, the Phoenix, this week. And his father, Carlos, did Mosh's Kin Gate, and I've ran around on that, and we got the collision all right. And so they're just working on getting the textures and getting this all done. Hi, Sheila. And so there's Mosh's Kin Gate. And then Cephaladis' Intrepid Brood Fortress. There is a lot in production, as you can tell him. So Fiara did this, and Enrique has been working on the door knocker. This is a couple weeks old now. The gargoyles for it, and then this is a very early shot. No textures yet. This is very early. I don't know if I'm even supposed to be showing this yet, but this is the Brood Fortress. So this is from the concept art. And he gave me a bunch of images on the inside, so we got to still design that. We still got to design the gate to match the Kin Gate. So those are things that have to be done. And Colin did the Intrepid Kin Throne Room. There actually is some images for this inside too. I forgot to put them into this, but so we're working on designing that. It's still very early, but this is going to be an actual room. And Henrique is doing the layout for all of this and putting all the pieces together. And then we're going to match some textures, and hopefully that all works out. This is all Namosh's castle. Now, so I did some new screenshots this week. And I got smart. And Mike told me that I could have this on Epic and the trees wouldn't fade away. So, Cinematic. Sorry, not Epic. It's on Epic right now. So this is on Cinematic, the highest setting you can set it on. And I took these shots with that. And so these got in this week thanks to Henrique. And Sheila did the concept art for this. And Raphael did the modeling. And Raphael's father, Carlos, did the texturing. So they said, do you want concrete or skin color? And I said, can you mix concrete and skin color? So that's what it is. Got the wildflowers in this week. Some new grasses. It's looking fantastic. This is the best this map has ever looked. Another look at the arms from the other side. So this is going to the Brood Fortress. You go between these massive arms coming out of the ground like that. more. I just had to put the wildflowers in there because they're just so awesome. It does look great. And just went around the map last night and took a bunch of images. We got the new water in. It's looking great. Bunch of new trees, new grass. Getting closer. So Boyan was going to do a little bit of aging on these textures, I think. I don't know if that's been done or not, but yeah, you know what? It looks, there's some marking and stuff. Maybe he did do that. Yeah, lots of room for improvement. We will get there. Henrik, you're absolutely right. So this is going to be where the new fountain is. So this is just a placeholder right now. There's the Komodo dragon. So from the beginning scene where it's jumping at Zach and jumping at Suiel. But yeah, this is looking fantastic. New textures. There's going to be a new bridge here. We just pulled that from another level for now. But so yeah, I went through, took a bunch of screenshots, kind of showing what this is like a little bit. Oh yeah, I didn't get an image of the strangler plant, so I should say. But anyways, okay, there's the new water, all the reflection happening on it. So we don't have this totally populated yet. We're really supposed to be just working on one area, but we can't help ourselves. Just going through some of the screenshots up in the mountains, coming back down. Henrique's wonderful cactus with the right texture this time. Glad I got to get that done. It's very busy here, but this is how you get this stuff done. So those look fantastic, Enrique. All right, so that's the old Brood Fortress placeholder. That'll be gone maybe next week. I don't know, maybe the week after. It's going to be close. We got lots to do. I've never taken a screenshot of this so close. It's kind of cool. That's the hole in the mountain looking through at the upper mountain. But yeah, it's coming along. So there's still lots to do. Mike did this work, so it's looking great. So this is kind of, I couldn't help myself. I had to take a screenshot of the Unicorn and Pegasus. So you're still going to add a tail and a mane. These are just placeholder textures, but kind of getting the idea a little bit. So it's coming along. This gate will be replaced next week. Henrique's working on the Kin Castle. We're going to have the new throne room done. Nicholas is working on the towers. So it's all coming together. And of course, these are just placeholder textures. And also, I don't think we're going to get to redoing the trees, but Henrique and I worked on that before. And there's the image of everything all together. So getting into the pit, now this is getting pretty exciting. So Derek's been working on this. So I went in today and I took some updated screenshots of the pit. So that's the first two rooms there. And then when you go up into the secret chamber, there is gaps. So I just kind of placed them there. I didn't save it in the game yet. This is at the rigger. We need a concept artist to create the throne. And I want kind of a raised stool type thing for Growl. So this is, and he's hard to see because he's got a darker, I don't know, he's got a darker color on him, but he does. And then behind, so this is going to be a force field here. And then there's actually 3 pathways, 3 choices, and 3 different teleports. So that's all been put in there just as I requested, so it's very exciting. More information on the pit. So this is one of the exits. I believe this is underneath the fountain. This is behind the waterfall. I just love this. So there's a pit axis coming out from behind that step waterfall. And this one's near the Brood Fortress. So this isn't done perfectly yet, but we've figured out how to put holes in the level. Thank you, Henrique. Boy, you keep saving our ass. Let's talk about Unreal Engine 5. So this is extremely exciting. We're going to wait for this to get from version 0, because that's where they're going to start 5.0. And we're going to let this update a bit. But look at this. So the character, the environment, per pixel resolution, absolutely gorgeous, really high quality models. So we can do this kind of work, but right now we're doing LODs, so when you back away, the problem with LODs is they snap, and I absolutely hate that. But this doesn't do that. We can put our high resolution images and models in here, and the engine figures out how it should be displayed to the player. And of course, when you're close like this, it's gonna look photoreal. And you can see they're using field depth of field, so you get that Hollywood movie type feel, focusing you on what they want you to look at. So we'll be tapping all of this for our game, our TV show, all these things that are in development. And then that massive open world. You can see the portal down here, and then she flies through here, which is very much like our game. That kind of freaks me out. And of course, she's just kind of swinging on things, and then that's what the portal looks like. And that's Niagara, the newest version, which is complete in Unreal 4.25.3, which was released. Very exciting. We're going to see if they do 0.4 or they go to 4.26. If they stop, then we will be making one more jump. I believe we have to do that because we need hair and fur, and then we'll be moving forward. And that'll be the lockdown. So let's just talk about Throne Wars really quickly. You jump on the center throne. That's where you get the most points. Your team gathers on the other thrones and around. You capture. You wait for the announcement to be complete. You gather throne energy. You go to the center, where that fountain is, and you jump in the fountain. You create a stronghold. While your team holds your throne, let's say your defenders hold your throne, your offensive team takes the enemy throne. When you hold both thrones, you have a kingdom. It's very hard to hold. And then you return that. Your high scorer player touches the forward throne, home throne or any forward throne, declares an empire. You hold an empire for a certain amount of time. You declare a dynasty. You build thrones all the way across. You put the enemy's throne icon in jeopardy. You have dominations. This is our Throne Wars gameplay. It's exponential, gets more exciting, more points, more thrilling as you go. It can collapse at any time. It can be unlocked in the shrines. We've got little locks, so when you're building a stronghold, kingdom, empire, dynasty, every time it locks here, even the dominations, it relocks. And there's more of these locks. It gets harder to unlock each round. In the shrines can go from stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, where they're actually locked inside there, so it's getting harder and harder for the enemy to break in. But that's kind of an underdog move for them to break in. And if Kin or the Brood are doing it, then they have their symbol, and that's very confusing. They look simple, but boy, that's they all kind of have a confusing look to them, which is very much like the Brood. And then Ultimate Throne Wars, I'll show a little bit about this today. And that's where you build your thrones across the map. When they meet, Ultimate Throne Wars is declared, and you battle each other. Whoever gets the most points usurps the enemy, and so you don't have to build thrones all the way across. You take over the enemy's throne line, and you continue, and then just the bonus point system. So I'm just kind of keeping that here for my memory. So we have t-shirts up. We have the poster up. David bought the poster, so thank you very much, David. teespring.com/store/iPlayMore. Enter the code iPlayMore. Save yourself $3. Support the project. And thanks to Henrique for doing up that poster. It's fantastic. So Discord, Henrique did the coin as well. Henrique, you're like a superstar. And you can earn mana on Discord by being active. I actually don't know if that statement is still true. I know that if you guys type !mana, that the bot. So let's just talk about that for a second. I went and looked. I think that bot is out of business. I think that's what happened. So I have recorded all of the mana on a notepad so that we can honor everybody that's earned mana. But I don't know what's happening in Discord, so I need to know that. All right, so we're gonna wave hello. Here, we're gonna turn on my camera. Got my super shades on to protect my little eyeballs from these wonderful monitors that can make you go blind. And I'm going to just jump in. So what I'm going to do, let's start with the Brood. because I like to make the stronghold from brood because it turns it to lava. And the game is like this. It's just me playing on one computer. So anyone... I can't get on the road.
Princess of Thunder.
So when she finishes that announcement, you've got 2 thrones, right?
Princess of Thunder.
Whoa! So I'm kind of glad I did that because that reminds me we got to fix that underneath side. That's where we come out of the pits. So we got a good connection. You can see my Komodo running there. Sort of. Can you see him? There he is. So that's a little note for Duncan. We want to get the Komodo chasing people around, doing a little damage. And if you got no shield, it could be a real major thing. All right, let's test this again. So we got the characters glowing now. This is a right click on agony. So if I left click, I got a hit. I got some good points. But if that was a left click. If I right click, I can pull her right off there. So this is kind of reminiscent of the old knife fights. Wow, that's a test there. I didn't know you could pass that right through an object. Wow, okay. That's why I do this, because I'm so busy. I test, but I don't test everything. All right. And if we switch over to her, she's going to have find on her screen because the enemy has created a stronghold. I can hear her device. And my screen said use the claw to break it. I used the claw. I did break it. All right, let's just show what this is like. Okay. She still looks like to me like blue glows less than red. Anyways, we're trying to get this all balanced. All right, so going to have her capture this. And while she's capturing that, let's go have a look here. So there's a shrine right here. You can see it's got a symbol on it. It's not the right one though, so I can't unlock that. It's just using a recoil device to move around. That's not right.
Queen of Dominations.
So if you have a really well organized team, they can all go to separate places and unlock that pretty fast. But if the team isn't organized, or if you just have one guy like me, you're going to have to go, because it's random where these are locked. Here it is. Okay, so there's the symbol. You see the symbol on my screen. You see the symbol on the shrine. And I go into it, and I unlocked it. Now, you can see the symbol on my screen. We're going to just switch to the enemy side here real quick. Never done that before. Okay, so we're just going to go back. You can see that the symbol is now different. The whole thing is locked. So if you don't get it unlocked in time, it relocks, and now there's even more. It's even harder to do. So you have to have a really organized team to be able to unlock that. It is possible, but it gets harder and harder. There are the hands. Isn't that great? Not me getting stuck on the tree, though. Okay, let's just see. Oh. I did this another day when I was testing this. I can land in the hand. All right. And then let's just change. Oh, you know, I don't have it. I can't show what I was going to show. There's the bad guy. That's not what I want to do. That's what I wanted to do. So I can put the enemy in a pod and kind of lock her in. Stop her from doing stuff. Alright. I was going to use that device and do a zoom from the hands. Sorry. I didn't have that well planned. But my throne is now out. And so I cannot capture this any longer. It's out of play because she has a kingdom. But what I can do is push T and place some thrones. You see my scepter's now online. I can cast lightning as I push F. I can do some ice. First I want to just do that on the ground. Just going to place a bunch of thrones. I can do this fast. So Brood has a dynasty because they've held their kingdom. So this throne is open. Your defenders would be defending it. It's going to head towards that throne there. You can see my scepter is now online. Oops. Ultimate Throne Wars is declared. Zoom in. So when Ultimate Throne Wars happens, we got another little score at the top there. I'm just going to keep this simple. I'm doing left and right clicks. Zooming in on her. Of course, it's just me on one computer. And Brew to win. So now her throws on the place.
The king.
Out of play. And I'm just using the space bar in the air. Seems a little weird, but I've got wings, or I should have wings, part of the design. That's why I can jump in the air. Alright, so the thrones always face the icon. That's why it's facing that way. You can see the crown on the throne. Now I needed to test if I can damage this with the agony. Yes. Very good. So we had to fix that from last week. So that's good. I'm going to switch to the enemy here. What can they do? Well, she can jump to this next throne. Supposedly. No, it's so hard to do. I did it. And capture this throne and break it. So that's going to break the supply line. So that icon was vulnerable, but now it's not. It's going to land her here, go back. So we're still vulnerable, so that's a bug. So I got to get that fixed. I reported that last week, but I guess we didn't get it fixed, but now we know it's not. That was a bat. Okay, so I don't want to just try to jump up there. That's hard. So I'm going to pick up freedom. Push enter. I can now fly. And I'm going to go to the end of my line. So you see she captured that. So I'm going to come to the end of my line here. And I'm going to repair this. I'm just going to push T. I'm going to put another lightning. Bring my... Yeah, but see, this is not going to work. Let's just see what happens when I go all across. We always seem to have one bug happening. Yeah, so it hasn't put it back in, but there's two lines, and that's how the game could be. Try to damage it with fire, lightning. Of course, I got all the scepters. Yeah, you'll start the game, you'll have just a common scepter. You'll be able to do all the attacks. You'll be a little weaker. And one last shot. And we still have the seat buried on the throne. I guess I didn't test that. So mana is MANNA. On Discord. Yeah, it doesn't work on, of course, yeah. On Discord. Oh no. I don't think you do exclamation MANNA on Discord. I think you just earn mana by posting. So I needed to fix that up, to figure that out. Anyways, that's that. But here's what's revolutionary, I should say, is that I can just go back in the game. There is no load screen, no load whatsoever. The programmer said, well, do you want to load or not? I said, no. He's like, that's a lot of work. You gotta reset everything. And that's what he's got. Alright, so let's just... Whoops. I'm mixing up my recoils. Alright, there they are. So you got a bunch of different devices. I'm just gonna do the tie bond again. Oh. And look what's missing. I am missing my aimer. Isn't that weird? Okay, always a new bug. Oh, that was a good guess. All right. Well, we're gonna test it backwards. Okay, so this shouldn't go through. Oh, that's not supposed to go through. Only supposed to be stingers. That doesn't go through. Yeah, so that's got to be fixed. Those are not supposed to go through. So we have a new C++ programmer that's just joined me. His name is Michael, and he's going to be working on these devices. Lot to do. We got things working, but there we go. A little bit of a lag there again. Okay, it's going to switch over. You've been banished. There's a mushroom there. And then you push. I'm fogging up here. Oh, and I fell in the water. I gotta get... That's gotta be done for next week. Oh yeah, that's why it's like, why do I create strongholds? Yeah, that's why, because then I can turn that water into lava. I kind of like that. So one of these is the way to gap. We're not going to worry about it. Here's the rare devices. They won't be here. But I got them out. This is for testing. Make sure that they're all working. Okay, let me think about this. I don't know where I'm going. I should always test this before my live stream, but I never do. Okay, that jump was too easy, actually. Okay, I'm going to go this way this time. And Derek, thank you. Awesome work on this. We got 3 guys working on the pit. They're doing a fantastic job. You know, I've never gone this way. Hey, there's a return. So thank you, Derek. Derek's put returns everywhere. They're doing a great job. This just looks amazing. This all has to be lit. So we have somebody working on lighting all of this stuff. I've never been here, so it's my first time. Oh yeah, this is below the fountain, I believe. Okay, but I don't have a super jump, so I don't know. Okay, let's just try with the claw. I can hear water. The claw is crazy. It's supposed to be. Oh! Look what's there. Oh, look! I did it! Yay! That actually works. Okay. Wow. Oh, I pushed return. I was trying to push freedom. Oh, look at that. I picked up freedom and I got nothing on the hood. Okay, another little bug there. Okay, so we're just going to go test the power-ups. Because I need to know that they're working. Okay, I'll stop saying. Look in your chest. And someday soon, there's going to be strangler plants in here that are grabbing you. They're actually here, but they're not set up, animated to grab you yet. Okay, so it's going to push G a bunch of times. Yeah, it's going to look really laggy, sorry. Forget the floating plants. Oh, there they are. Oh my goodness. Okay, that... Alright, so now I should have... See, I don't have it. Broken! That's why I test all this. Alright! So that's the test this week. So every week I send all those reports into the programmer and say, hey, guess what? So that is broken. And then he goes right straight to the area. Anyways, make sure you go to iPlayMore.com, sign up for our video game Test of Thunder. It's coming up. I don't know when, but it's coming up. We're waiting for Unreal to finish to go to 4.26, and then we'll go to 4.25, and then we're waiting for Amazon Game Lift to get to 4.25, and then we can set up multiplayer and begin to play this as a real game instead of me just showing things off. But we are going to have some quests set up, and that's going to be happening in the next couple weeks here. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. It's VindaCator saying, like, subscribe, follow, share, comment, all that good stuff, and ring the bell. You'll know when I'm streaming, and we'll see you next week. It's VindaCator, and I am out.